Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry it's been a while. I haven't been gone for a year, but it's been a week. So my phone decided to just stop recording. So I'm borrowing my dad's camera and I've been figuring that out for the past week. So I've been trying to film this video for a whole week now. So I started filming last week and I ended up potting one of the plants completely, so I'll just show you. Here he is. He's the little Haworthia cuspidata, and he's in the little cactus planter. So yeah, I ended up potting him off screen because I started recording potting him, and then my phone shut itself. So here we are. Alright, let's just get into it. So, as the title of the video suggests, we will be potting tiny plants today. Or repotting tiny fuck, I can't talk. We'll be repotting tiny plants today. Alright. I angled you down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. I got a bucket. And I got my plants. Originally there were supposed to be 5, but now that number is skewed. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Today we'll be repotting 6 tiny houseplants. I'm excited. I got my pots all picked out, so we'll skip over that. Well, we'll not skip over that, but skip the process of that. Okay, anyway. I think we'll repot someone in this today. It's not completely clean out, but I don't really care. So, I love this planter. It's a little llama planter. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if it's going to focus. Probably not. It's fine. Anyway, here's a llama planter. I will insert close-ups of all the little plants in your planter so you can see it better. But for now, here is the planter. Take my word for it. It has llamas on it. Anyway, so we'll be putting this little bear's paw succulent. You can kind of see it. This little bear paw succulent in the llama planter. Okay, so first I'm going to use the cactus and succulent mix. I'm going to put some on the bottom. I'm going to put a bit of orchid bark next on the bottom to help with drainage. And then I'm going to put in a bit of perlite to also help with drainage. Shaky, shaky. Okay, that should be good. Since it's a succulent, you want to make sure it has a pretty good drainage so you don't get root rot. I learned that the hard way. Also, you don't want to size up the plant too big too quickly. I'm going to be doing that in this case, but you don't normally want to do that. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I have a tiny shovel that I'm mixing my little soil mixture in the pot. I don't like mixing it ahead of time because that's just too much for me and I don't have any place to put that. So I just mix it as I go because that's easier for me. I mean, if you have a better way to do it, great. So I mixed the mixture with my shovel. And now I'm going to pop this little guy. Ooh, he dry. Ooh. Dry. He's super dry. Okay, so I'm gonna just let the loose old soil fall away. Oh my god. His little paw came off. No. No. I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay, I'm not gonna remove too much of it because I don't want to like fuck with the roots or whatever, but I'm going to stick his paw in at the end. And if you can see, he doesn't really reach the top. I want to fill the soil on the bottom so that he sits like this, where he's level with the rim. So I'm going to just add a little more of the cactus and succulent mix to boost him up a little. Because our guy needs all the support he can get. Smooth it out, plop them in, Seems a good height, so I'm just gonna backfill around the sides and top with the cactus and succulent mix. Okay. Oh fuck, another pot came off. Damn it. And then you just want to tap the sides of the pot to make sure the soil gets in all the little crevices and air pockets. Alright, and then I'll just stick his 2 decapitated paws right there in the soil. I'm going to water him, because he obviously needs it. I'm going to water him, and then that'll help settle the soil. And if there's any like gaps in the top, I'm just going to fill that in with more cactus and succulent mix. So that's what I'm going to be doing for this guy off camera, but just so you know, that's a good practice to do. Alright, so he's done. Great. Awesome. We're off to a great start. I'm going to set him over here. Next up, I'm going to be using this tiny pot for this little succulent I just got last week, like the day before I started trying to film this video. It's a little ogre ear, or is it Chrysula? Gollum. I know it's Gollum something. But I usually never really like, I've seen these plants before hundreds of times in like Lowe's or Home Depot, but I never really like vibed with any of them. But this little guy I saw outside of Kroger for $1. Like he and his little friends were like 10 for 10, and I was like, so I was looking at him, and this little guy just like called to me, and I was like, wow, one of you have never called to me before. So I had to get him, and he was only $1. So here he is. When I originally bought him, he was really, really moist. I hate that word, but it's what he was. So yeah, and his roots don't look great. So I'm gonna just peel away the bad soil and like the roots that don't look great, like the ones that are obviously dead. I'm just gonna, you know, pluck away, I guess. So I'm just breaking up the little root ball best I can without like traumatizing him too much. I'm going to do the same that I did for the panda plant. I'm going to fill the bottom with the cactus and succulent mix, throw in a little orchid bark and perlite. Mixy mixy with our little shovel. Okay. Now make a little... Ah, perfect. Okay. Now we're going to backfill him with the cactus and succulent mix. Alright. Then we're going to smack, smack, smack. Here he is. He looking great. I hope he does okay. Let's do the little peace lily. Little peace lily has been struggling for a while because her roots are all out of the pot, if you can see. They've just been hanging down. She's been growing, so that's a good sign. Just going to, oh, and we're going to put her in this pot. I think it'll be okay. It's a little big, bigger than I'd like, but it's fine for this, for her. She's going to be okay. So we're just going to squeeze the sides and then tilt her on the side, and then be careful of the roots that are coming out of the bottom, and just try and like squish and pull her out. Without, like, oh, okay, good. That came out easier than I thought. I was going to have to fight her. I really don't want to fight her. Look at all those roots. Look at that root system. See that? That's how fucking root bound she was. And I'm so sorry to her that I didn't repot her sooner. But we're doing it now, so that's all that matters. Okay, I'm going to peel the dirt, as much of the dirt away from the roots as possible without damaging them, so she has a fresh start. Because this dirt is crusty and nasty. And she deserves better. Anyway, I'm going to try and like get her roots away from the top of her root ball and angle them down so she starts growing the roots down again, because right now in her tiny pot they were just growing up the sides and out of the top of the pot, and that's not great. So I'm just working the soil away from her roots. Sorry if my hands are in the way. Alrighty, and this is what her roots are looking like. Very, very nice root system. I removed most of the soil, and they actually had this weird little burlap kind of mesh around the base of her that I peeled off. So we're going to be potting her up with just some moisture control soil. I know that a lot of people don't like to use that, but I find it works for my plants, and because she's a peace lily, she likes to have moisture, is what I understand. So I'm going to put some of this at the bottom and a little bit of perlite, then I'll mix it, set her on top, and yeah, she should be good. I love the shovel. Gonna plop her in, see how she's, oh, need a little bit more soil, so back in the bag we go. Make a little divot. For these plants, like succulents, plop them, cover them. But these plants, you want to make a little, if you can see it, just a little divot where you can set the root ball in with the roots all facing down. And then that'll help her out, help her establish, get comfy, you know, all that good stuff. Nestle, 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 Nessie. What the fuck am I saying? Anyway, got her with her roots facing down. She's centered, looking good. Now I'm just going to backfill with the moisture control soil. Oh my gosh, so she scared me the other day, guys. Like, I had her sitting over here in preparation for this video when I originally started filming it, and I kind of left her over here. And because she wasn't staying on my desk, I didn't really, keep track of whether she was, needing water or not. And then I look over here one day, and I see her just all of her leaves flopped over to the side. And I'm like, oh my god, are you dead? No, and then I remembered, oh, she's thirsty. That's what peace lilies do when they're thirsty. And I'm like, oh god, she hasn't done that to me yet, but she did it now. So I gave her water, and she perked up the next day. She scares me, guys. But I love her so much. She's beautiful and amazing. And hopefully going to be happier in this new pot. Pat, pat, pat. A little more on the top. And with all these plants, you want to water them after you pot them in most cases to help settle the soil, and then fill in the gaps that you see in the top from when the soil settles down between the roots. I'm going to be doing that off camera because, I don't know, that takes a lot of time, it's kind of boring. But, you know, I'm just telling you for your own reference, I guess. I don't know. I'm also not an expert, so if you guys have any tips to do this a better way, go ahead and leave that in the comments. Thank you. Okay, so I filled her up, patted her all around. Here she is. Look at her. She's incredible. She's amazing. Hopefully she'll live her best life in this new home. Love her. Okay. Wow, guys, we're almost done. Yay. Next will be, oh, am I missing a pot? You know, I could probably reuse one of these pots if I have to. Anyway, we'll be repotting my new little Pepperoniomia orba pixie that I got from Josh's Frogs. We'll be repotting her. She desperately needs it. So I got this new little pot for her. I think it'll be good to adjust her. Yeah, because I think Pepperoniomia don't like too big of a pot. And I think this would be good. Right? I think it's fine. Anyway, we're going to go with that and see how she does. Okay, since she's Pepperoniomia and her leaves are pretty, are thicker, I'm going to go ahead and do some cactus succulent mix. Mixed in with the mixture control potting soil, just like half and half kind of thing. I'm going to try that. I'm also going to mix in some perlite for drainage. Okay. That's good. This is a tiny bottle. Fucking perlite. Okay. So, tiny shovel, mix. We're going to pop her out. Squeeze the sides. Lay her down and push. Oh, she slides right out. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and take away most of this older soil. I don't know. Some of the roots don't look great. But let's just get rid of this old soil and then we can properly like look at it, I think. Tickle, tickle. Don't listen to me. Don't mind me. Oh, there's a leaf. Bye-bye. I'm pretty sure she'll bounce back. Remove most of the soil. The roots are pretty tiny in comparison. I don't know. The roots just don't look great, in my opinion. So I'm just like kind of pulling off the dead roots and we're just going to pot her up. See? This is like her little root system. It's perfect for the pot. Make a little divot in the soil. Nestle her down in it. She's looking good. I'm going to go ahead and just do the cactus succulent mix on top. Pat that around. She's needed repotting for a while now, but I've been holding off for this video that took way longer than expected to actually film. So this is probably on me, the condition of the roots, because I didn't really look after I unboxed it. So it's probably on me. I'm sorry, little guy. I did you wrong. Now for this one, since I did water it the other day, I'm just going to let her sit and acclimate to her new soil for a couple days, and then I'll water her, and that'll settle the loose soil, and I'll backfill then. Next, we'll be repotting my little Ficus Taniki, the cutie. She's so cute. And we'll be putting her in one of my cactus pots. I think she'd look really cute in this. See? Look at her. Okay. So for her, I think I'll just do the regular moisture control soil. And then I know I put in orchid bark and perlite, so we're just going to be throwing that in for drainage because I know they don't like to be waterlogged. Mixy mixy with the little shovel. Alright, so made a little divot for the root ball. Fantastic. Alright, we're going to squeeze, squeeze, tilt, and slide. Ooh, look at that. Half the soil is stuck in the pot. So the roots must be super tiny. God, the soil is just falling away. My God. Where are your roots? Dude. My dude. Your girl's still a plug. Josh, are you trying to tell me something? I'm looking at the soil that fell away like super easily and I see no like roots. Like not even like dead ones. Interesting. All that she is. Sorry, here's all that she is. Just a plug. Which is kind of impressive considering how great she looks on top. So, well, that makes it easier. I guess I'll just put some of this back in. So I just made a small hole. And she's up to the top. So I'm going to just, you know what, I'll throw some cactus mix on top. I think I did that last time. I can't remember. My mind is not a steel trap. It's a watery sack. I also watered her recently, so I'm going to wait a couple days, like the Pepperoniomia, before I water her again. Just so that she has time to acclimate without feeling like she's drowning. Also, her roots they concern me as much as the Pepperomias, to be honest. Look how fucking cute she looks in this pot. My god, she's beautiful. Beautiful, incredible. Look at her. Incredible. I'll set over here since her saucer's already there. Now, our last one is one I just got this past weekend, a couple days ago. It's a tiny gasteria plant in this planter. Look at this planter. Isn't it so fucking cute, dude? Like, I've been searching for a little dinosaur planter like this for a while, and I found one on Depop. And I tried to buy it, but the seller refunded me, and she was like, oh, I don't have enough to send you. And I'm like, then why the fuck is it listed? Anyway, I saw this in Kroger. Kroger, you guys, I have to tell you, Kroger has upped its plant game in the past, like, year. Like, so exponentially. Like, it's incredible. I always go to Kroger now to just look at plants. Even if I don't have groceries. But yeah, so I saw this, actually, a couple weeks ago. And I said to myself, if I were to get this planter, I would, like, get this planter and plant combo. And ironically, a couple days ago when I went there, this combo was the only one left in this planter, like this Brontosaurus planter. So I was like, it's a sign, I'll get it. And its tag says it's $9.99, but when I rang it up, it was $3.25. So it's a sign, it's meant to be. Here he is. He's incredible. His plant looks good, but it's in like the sphagnum moss. So let's just pop him out and see what's going on. Oh god, he's crumbling. He's crumbling already. Did they glue the sphagnum moss in here? Oh no, it's just, ooh, wow, ooh, wow. Dump you out, beach. So because this doesn't have like a drainage hole, I'm going to use it as like a little propagation dino. I think that'd be super cute. Anyway, back to the plant that matters. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this moss. Like, I've never had sphagnum moss before, so I'm really intrigued. I might keep this for something later. Set that to the side. Anyway. Oh my god, look at him! Look at this little plug. Look at his little roots. I know it's not focusing. But look at those roots. He healthy. Well, he dry as fuck now, but he's pretty healthy considering. So I'm just gonna take away like the dry old soil on top, just kind of flick that away, I guess. Because I definitely don't want to fuck up his roots because they are looking really good. Even though they're super root bound, they're still looking pretty decent, actually. Because I just turned it over and saw like it's starting to brown. Because I think it didn't have a lot of moisture. So for this little gasteria, and this is like a different kind of gasteria than the one I bought from Hertz. So I was like, great, see? Different for the collection. God. Okay. So what I'm going to do with this guy is I think I'm just going to put him in this. Yeah, I'm just going to use my peace lily pot and just plop him in here. I think that'd be good to help him acclimate and grow a little bit. So that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to dump the rest of that soil in here. Okay, so for him, we're going to use the typical... Oh, I put him over there on the table. He's fine. He's fine. Okay. So for that little guy, that little gasteria, we're going to use the cactus and soil mix at the bottom, like with the little ogre ears. Then we're going to put some perlite and orchid bark like last time. So, you know, I know this isn't what a lot of people choose to do, but I find that it works best for me because then I can tailor like the mixture to each plant soil wise. And you know, I feel better that I have that choice rather than just mix mix it all into like one like solitary soil mixture for like all kinds of plants. If you understand what I'm saying, like, sorry if I don't sound like coherent or whatever. I'm super tired. Super tired and stressed because I have a lot of work to catch up on, but I'm filming. You know, I make the best decisions. No, I don't. I really don't. Anyway, I'm gonna make a little divot for him in the soil. Pop you in. Hopefully that's deep enough. Alright. We're going to backfill some cactus and succulent mix around him. Alright, this little guy looking better. Here we go. Tap tap, settle settle. And here he is. Looking great. Look at him. Look at him go. Hope he lives his best life. Hope this gave him a good chance to live his best life. Alright. We are done, guys. Can you believe it? We managed to finish filming this video in one go. Oh my god. I hope this like pattern keeps up. So I'm gonna recap on what we potted today. First up we have my little bear paw succulent in this cute little llama planter. Wow, look at them. Hopefully he does better in this pot. Second, we potted little golem guy. Looking good, looking good. Next we did the peace lily. I don't remember. Okay, next is the peace lily. Look at her go. She's looking stunning in her new pot. I will also water her off camera after this. This little Pepperoniomia. Look at this little Pepperoniomia. Sorry, it sounds like I'm saying it weird. But here's this little one. I won't be watering this right away. I'll be waiting a few days because the root ball's still moist. There she is. And then the little Ficus Taniki and her cute ass little planter. Looking great. I also won't be watering her right away because I had just watered her like the other day. So I'll be waiting a few days on her. And last but not least, my newest gasteria plant. I don't know what it is, but these little guys just speak to me. I love them so much. I never thought I would, especially with the golem too. I never thought I would love one of those plants, but here we are, and I'm not mad about it. I'm actually excited. Okay, here's the last little gasteria plant, all potted up and ready to go. All right, and that's it. We made it, guys. We made it through repotting all these tiny little plants. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!